Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another video of chemistry. In this video, we will be studying about changes around us. First of all, what is a change? Every day we observe changes around us. For example, the change of day and night, flowering of plants, ripening of fruits, rainfall, etc. Change is the transition of any substance from one form to another. There are different types of changes: slow and fast changes, desirable and undesirable changes, reversible and irreversible changes, periodic and non periodic changes, physical and chemical changes. First of all, we will be studying about the slow changes. Slow changes are those which take a long time to occur. For example, germination of seed to form a plant, growth of child into an adult, and further into an old man, rusting of iron. You can see the picture here how a seed form a plant. This process is a slow change. Next is fast changes. What is a fast change? Fast changes take less time to occur, or they occur instantaneously. For example, when you burn the paper, or bursting of balloon, burning of matchstick. All these changes are fast changes. Next is desirable change. There are some changes which occur as we wish. We like such changes, that is why these are called desirable changes. For example, formation of curd from milk, formation of manure from cow dung and dead plants. Next is undesirable changes. There are some changes which do not occur as per our wish. Such changes are called undesirable changes. For example, earthquake, excessive heat due to rise in temperature in summer, and breaking of glass. These are undesirable changes. Some undesirable changes accompany desirable changes. The running of car on road is a desirable change, but it also produces smoke, carbon dioxide and other harmful gases which pollute the environment. Hence it becomes the undesirable change. Some changes may be desirable for one person but undesirable for others. For example, cutting of tree may be desirable for one who needs wood but undesirable for others because it disturbs the balance in nature, as trees produce oxygen which is necessary for all human beings on earth. Next are periodic changes. Now, what are periodic changes? Changes which occur again and again after fixed interval of time are known as periodic changes. For example, change of day and night, occurrence of full moon, heartbeat, oscillation of pendulum of a clock are periodic changes. Non-periodic changes. These are some changes which do not repeat themselves at regular interval. You cannot predict when they will reoccur. For example, occurrence of earthquake, train accidents, sneezing, rusting of iron, etc. Next are reversible changes. If a change can be reversed, then it is called reversible changes. For example, on cooling water to the freezing point, it change into ice, and ice will again change back into water on heating or when you keep it at the room temperature. Next is physical and chemical changes. We will study here between the difference between a physical and chemical change. Before that, let's recall what is matter. Matter is everywhere. It is anything that take up the space and has mass. Matter is constantly experiencing both physical and chemical change. First, we will be studying about physical change. A physical change alters the form of a substance but does not change into another substance. In other words, I can say that in a physical change, no new substance is formed. In a physical change, there is a change in the shape or size of a substance. Also, there is a change in the state, like there is a change in the phases. It evaporates, freezes, condenses, all comes under the physical changes. Physical changes occur when matter change its property but not its chemical nature. Physical property changes could include a change in the texture, shape, size, color, odor, volume, mass, weight, and density. Physical changes are mostly reversible. You can see the examples over here. A boiled egg, crushing of an aspirin tablet, cutting of a paper is a physical change. Melting of ice. If you again keep the water in the freezer, it will again change into ice. So this is a physical change. Sawing wood is a physical change. Disappearing puddle is a physical change. Dry ice is a physical change. Dry ice is solid carbon dioxide. Next, we will be studying about chemical changes. Chemical changes are the changes in which matter undergo and form a new substance. In other words, we can say in chemical change, there is always a new substances formed. Temperature changes without heating or cooling. It bubbles, or you can say there will be a formation of gas. There will be a change in the color. When a substance undergo a chemical change, it is changed into a different substance. To identify the chemical change, you need to see some signs such as there is a change in the color, there will be a bubbling and fizzing. For example, now baking a cake is a chemical change. These are some signs of chemical change. So before further moving for the signs of chemical change, let's summarize what are the characteristics of the chemical change. In a chemical change, no new substance is formed. This change is permanent and irreversible. There is usually a change in the mass of the original substance. Exchange of energy takes place in a chemical change. So these are the signs of the chemical change. Precipitation is a sign of chemical change. Change of color is also a sign of chemical change. Gas production, change in temperature. A chemical change occurs when fireworks are used. Fireworks are made of metals such as magnesium and copper. These change chemically as they light up the sky. Liquid fluid burning is a chemical change. Some examples of chemical changes are as follows. When you dissolve sugar in a tea, it is a chemical change. Burning of logs is a chemical change. Breaking water up by separating it into hydrogen and oxygen. You can separate hydrogen and oxygen from the water by passing electricity through it. Toasting, toast burning is a chemical change. Rocket fuel burning is a chemical change. Rusting of iron is a chemical change. Formation of salt from an acid and base is a chemical change. Metal rusting. Candle burning is a chemical change, but it is a physical change also. The burning of candle, it is an example of both chemical as well as the physical change. When a candle is lighted, some of the solid wax first melts and turn into a liquid. Then it burns to produce a flame. New substance, carbon dioxide, and water vapors are formed. With the evolution of light and heat energy, this shows that it is a chemical change. Some of the molten wax drops on the floor and it again solidifies, which shows that it is a chemical change. Therefore, melting of candle wax is a physical change, but burning of wax to produce carbon dioxide and water is a chemical change. Now let's identify some changes. Tearing of paper is what change? It is a physical change. Mixing salt and water is also a physical change. Burning of paper is a chemical change. Evaporation of salt water is physical change. Mixing vinegar and baking soda is a chemical change. So, to summarize the difference between the physical and chemical change, let's recall in a physical change, no new substance is formed. In a chemical change, a new substance is always formed. Physical changes can be reversible or irreversible, but chemical changes is permanent. Physical change can be reversed by simple physical methods, but chemical change cannot be reversed by simple physical methods. Heat or light energy may or may not be released or absorbed in a physical change, but in a chemical change, heat or light are given out or absorbed. I hope you liked the video. Thank you very much.